The physician is a person who is skilled in use of medicine scientifically. His object is to treat that sick person, to annihilate the disease with the help of his similar remedies. He should treat any disease with all the dedication, with all his knowledge. And the most important thing is he should do the individualization of the patients. Individualization yani the every patient represent the different symptom, though the disease is same. For example, nowadays there is a pandemic of coronavirus or the COVID is there, but the patients are showing the different symptoms. uh, in the beginning, all the patients are showing the symptoms of respiratory system. All were having cough, coryza, and breathlessness. But nowadays the additional symptoms are present. लूज मोशंस है किसी पेशेंट को सिर्फ वीकनेस है, एंड आफ्टर दैट दे आर हैविंग द रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लम. किसी पेशेंट को स्किन कंप्लेंट्स है. So the symptoms are changing their form similarly, but the diagnosis is same, that that patient is having a COVID infection. So though the disease is same, but its manifestations may be different. So this is the one of the work of the physician, that he has to do the individualization. कि ये पेशेंट को लूज मोशन है और वीकनेस है, so these are the different symptoms और these are the different form of that COVID virus. ये physician को पता होना चाहिए. So every patient is different. According to his nature, he will react to that particular virus. And if the patients are different, their manifestations are different, so the medicine selection should be different according to the patient. So the individualization should be there for the diagnosis as well as for the selection of medicine. Then that physician should be free from prejudiceness. So that we will see in the aphorism number 6. What is the prejudiceness? So prejudiceness means he should not be a judgmental. He should not judge that patient by his own way. He should take the history of that patient properly, and then he had to select the medicine on the basis of his signs and symptoms. Organic changes जो है या only on the basis of diagnosis, if that physician is selecting the medicine, then that medicine will not give cure to the patient, that only be a recovery of the patient. The selection of medicine always should be on the basis of the uncommon symptoms, keynote symptoms, and not by using his own judgmental way. He should be a unprejudiced. While treating
आणि मला व्हिडिओ
what happened?
व्हिडिओ
What happened? So the physician should use individualization, as well as he should have the holistic approach while treating the patient. Holistic approach means he should consider that patient as a whole. From head to foot, that physician has to ask the questions to that patient. So in the case taking, when we will do the case taking, how to take the case of that patient, वहाँ पे हम लोग पढ़ेंगे कि in the case taking, when the patient comes to you with the chief complaint, उसको अगर पेट में दर्द है, so with that pain in the stomach, we have to ask about his urine, about his stool, about his headache, about the lacrimation, about the natural elimination, other natural elimination. So we have to ask the whole body complaint, और उसको कोई other complaint तो नहीं है, ये सब हमको पूछना है, because we are not considering a part of that person, but we are considering the person as a whole. That is known as holistic approach of the patient. जब आप पेशेंट को एज अ होल कंसिडर करोगे, on the basis of that you are giving the medicine, that is known as holistic approach. तो physician ने हमेशा individualization and holistic approach रखना चाहिए while he is treating the patient, because we are not treating a disease part. We are not treating that particular organ, but we are treating that person as a whole. We are treating sick person. So for that we have to do the individualization, and we have to do the holistic approach, or we have to accept that holistic approach. So we have to treat that signs and symptoms of the patient, and then the patient will restore to its health again. So this is about the mission, and this is about the physician. So physician means a skilled person who is having the knowledge of the medicine. He is using his knowledge scientifically on the sick person, and his object, his high and only object, his high and only mission is to restore the health of that sick person and annihilate that signs and symptoms, that disease completely, according to our cardinal principles. And that cardinal principles should be fixed. And for doing this restoration, he should use the two concepts, that is the holistic approach and the individualization. Then and then only he can cure that patient properly and promptly, as it is term. अब ये term के ऊपर एक number दिया है, and for that the explanation is given below. So that is known as footnote. ये first aphorism के हर एक word सबको clear है?
Yes, ma'am.
Only 44 participants
Yes,
are
ma'am.
there, and
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
other participants.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we will take the footnote for that first aphorism. His mission is not, however. His means what? Whose his means?
Physicians.
Physician.
Physician.
Physician
Yeah.
is not, however, to construct. To construct means
To build.
yes, it should not be based on so-called systems. So-called word क्यों use किया है? Why he used the word so-called? Why he used the word so-called? Gajanan? Gajanan is here? Ikra?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Gajanan is here or Ikra? Who is giving answer?
Me, Ikra.
Okay. Why he used the word so-called? Rishikesh. Lamkhede. Rishikesh is here? Rishikesh Lamkhede? Priyanka Yadav.
To construct simple system.
Why Dr. Honeyman has used the word so-called? What do you mean?
Not giving a common treatment.
Who is giving answer? Please give your name first.
Rushiraj.
ऋषिराज. Okay. हाँ. Tell me answer.
Not giving the common treatment as like म्हणजे
Allopathy.
अं, काय म्हणतात?
मराठीत सांग.
मैम
म्हणजे
पूरा
एखादी
क्योर करना है मैम.
हाँ बोल ऋषिराज.
म्हणजे जसं पुस्तकात दिले तशी ट्रीटमेंट वाचायची आणि तसंच तशी त्याला ट्रीट करायचं असं.
असं नाही करायचं.
हा तसं नाही करायचं पण.
बर. Anyone else?
Ma'am, he is not believing in that.
Please tell me your name.
Mansi.
Mansi. Okay. हाँ.
And the Hahnemann is not believing in that particular type of
What? Particular type of?
in that particular type of system.
Yes. Anyone else? हा लांबखेडे नाही आहे का इथे? आदित्य त्याला प्रेझेंटी देऊ नकोस इफ ही इज नॉट गिव्हिंग द आन्सर.
ओके मॅम.
अजून कोण आहे? साक्षी.
Yes, ma'am.
Why he used the word so called?
कारण मॅम त्या पेशंटच्या जे त्याचे जे सिस्टीम्स आहेत त्या ते फक्त क्युअर करण्याचं मिशन नसतं फिजिशियनचं.
प्रसाद. प्रसादची पण प्रेझेंटी लावू नको. ही इज ऑल्सो नॉट एबल टू गिव्ह द आन्सर.
मैम
आवाज नाही येत.
तुझा येतोय मला. बोल तू.
मॅम फिजिशियन ची फक्त तेवढाच रोल नसतो की तो पेशंटला फक्त सिम्पटम्स क्युअर करेल, तर त्याला कम्प्लिटली क्युअर करायचं असतं.
बर. ओके. लाव रे याची प्रेझेंटी. So his mission is not, however, to construct so-called system. जी सिस्टीम त्यावेळेस चालू होती. So here the Hahnemann has compared our pathy with the allopathy. Every time in the organon he compare homeopathy with the allopathy. Why he always doing these things? Because you know the discovery of homeopathy. डॉक्टर हॅनिमननी जेव्हा अनाउन्स केली होमिओपॅथी, दिस इज अ न्यू वे ऑफ ट्रीटिंग द ऑफ पेशंट. सो लॉट्स ऑफ त्याला अपोजिशन्स आले, लॉट्स ऑफ त्याला ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन्स आले. तर द पीपल आर नॉट रेडी to accept that homeopathy. They always causing certain obstacle. So Dr. Hahnemann will not be able to cure that patient. असं खूप सारं त्यांनी काही कामं केले. त्यांनी ती थेअरी एक्सेप्ट केली नाही. त्यांनी त्याला रेकमेंडेशन दिलं नाही होमिओपॅथीला. But at the same time, they are treating the patient very crudely. Patient is not getting relief. The patient is not able to cure. And hence, he always compare our pathy with the allopathy. जसं यू आर ऑल्सो कम्पेअर, आपल्या सोबत जी काही वस्तू असते, सम सिमिलॅरिटी जिथे असते तिथे आपल्याला डिफरन्स येतो. इफ द टू सिस्टर्स आर देअर इन हाऊस, और वन ब्रदर अँड वन सिस्टर इज देअर, or some cousins are there in the same class, the parents are unknowingly doing the comparison between them. She is doing the work, you are not doing, or he is studying, you are not studying. So when the two things are there, generally we are doing the comparison. Similarly, Dr. Hahnemann was a MBBS MD physician. So उनको पता था कि हाउ इट द एलोपैथी, उसमें ट्रीटमेंट कैसे देते हैं. एंड ही ओनली डिस्कवर्ड द होम्योपैथी. तो उनको एलोपैथी का भी नॉलेज था और होम्योपैथी का भी था. एंड हाउ द होम्योपैथी इज सुपीरियर देन द एलोपैथी. ये उनको प्रूव करना था, एंड हेंस ही ऑलवेज कंपेयर अवर पैथी विद दैट पैथी. तीसरा रीजन ये था कि there are the some other pathies are also there, or some other techniques we can say also there with the allopathy, and that techniques are very harmful. They are very fatal to the patient, and hence he again he wants to show how that techniques are very harmful, very dangerous to the patient. On the other hand, how the homeopathy is simple and it is not torturing the patient mentally as well as physically. How that homeopathy is having a soothing effect, with that it is able to cure the patient completely. So to show the superiority of the homeopathy, then the allopathy or the other pathies which were there in his time, and hence he is comparing our pathy with the other pathies. So the one of the drawback of the allopathy is that they do not have any cardinal principles. जैसे हमको 7 cardinal principles है. We know the law of similia, we know the law of simplex, we know the law of vital force, then the drug proving, law of minimum. So the 7 cardinal principles we know, and on the basis of that 7 cardinal principles we are treating the patient. So very much first law is the law of similia. So we always select the medicine which is very similar to that of the patient symptoms of the patient. If that patient is having the cough at night at 2 to 4 am, then we will select the medicine which matches with that particular symptom. If that patient is having the diarrhea early in the morning, we will find in the repertory the medicine which is related to that morning diarrhea. So this is the first ever law ki the medicine should be totally similar. It is not be a same, but it should be a similar. Again, there is a difference between the word same and a similar. Same means थोड़ा फार उसमें डिफरेंस रहेगा, लेकिन सिमिलर यानी कुछ भी डिफरेंस उसमें नहीं रहेगा. दैट मेडिसिन इज एग्जैक्टली द रेप्लिका ऑफ द सिम्टम्स ऑफ दैट पेशेंट. दैट इज द सिमिलर. So we are selecting similar medicines. We are not selecting the same medicine. This is our first law. Second law is the law of minimum. As we have selected the medicine, the कम से कम मेडिसिन, कम से कम डोज अपने को वो पेशेंट को देना है, so that there should not be any unnecessary aggravation. We know the importance of minimum dose, and we also know bad effects of using larger doses. We have seen in the first year, and hence we are following the second law while treating the patient, that is the law of minimum. The third law is the law of simplex. Single medicine we are giving. We are not doing polypharmacy. Again, we have seen in the first year why we are not giving the 2 or 3 medicines at a time. Because we will not able to judge the action of that medicine. We will not able to see which medicine has acted properly, and it is very difficult to give the second prescription in that case. And hence generally we are not doing the polypharmacy. We are following the third principle, that is the law of simplex. Fourth one, that is a doctrine of vital force. We know the vital force or the vital energy which is present in our body. It helps to maintain all the functions of our body properly. It is the only thing which keeps us alive, and hence we are accepting that doctrine, that is the doctrine of vital force. So we are having all these cardinal principles and we are following it one by one. Similarly, we also know the repetition of the dose unnecessarily. If you are doing the repetition, that will be the harmful to the patient. So repetition हमको कब करना है and कब अपने को वो stop करना है, that also we have seen in the posology. If the patient feels better, we have to stop the medicine there. If the patient having the new symptoms of the patient, or the patient is in a standstill condition, the patient is not getting the relief, then only we can change our potency, we can change our medicine. So we are again following all the cardinal principles when we are treating the patient. That means we are having the fixed logic. We are following all these things very properly. Our theories are fixed. जब हनीमन ने ये थ्योरी हमको दी है, दी प्रिंसिपल हमको जब ये दिए थे, तब से लेके आज तक 300 साल हो गए अभी. So this cardinal principles are fixed and तब से लेके आज तक, और आप भी वही करोगे. We are following that principles. There is no change in that principle. But on the other hand, the allopathy do not have any such cardinal principles. Their system is based on empty speculations. Speculations means what? What do you mean by speculation?
You see,
What is speculation?
Ma'am, speculation means we are
To check
supposing
PC.
something.
Yes. Anyone else?
Speculation.
Huh?
To check some.
आवाज नहीं आ रही.
अंदाज, इमेजिन.
Not imagination.
Speculations.
Assume something or suppose something.
Okay. And when
Speculation is a thing that, hello,
huh?
ma'am, speculation is a thing that means we supposed to, but means we don't have their proper evidence or something, means we are not completely firm about it.
Yes, it is not totally proved. It is having
Yeah,
the
ma'am.
baseless theories are there. And he
Yeah, ma'am.
used, yes, there are no values are there. There is no firm evidences are there to prove that ki, this is the thing and now this is happening. So there is a baseless evidence, and hence he used the word empty before that. So empty speculations means which do not have any firm or the concrete evidence. There is no firmness. So their system is based on these baseless or the empty speculations and hypothesis. Hypothesis means what? Hypothesis? What is hypothesis? Anyone?
Ma'am, practice.
उसके साथ और एक वर्ड ऐड करना पड़ेगा. What is hypothesis?
Supposition.
Huh?
Supposition.
Supposition, right. So this is a proposed theory, and whenever you are doing any research, you have to give one statement. You have to propose something, and that proposal is nothing but the hypothesis. So that hypothesis may be positive or that hypothesis may be negative. For example, nowadays the it is the hypothesis एक आया था बीच में, if you know, कि the various scientists of the different countries, there are hypothesis that कि that COVID virus is spreading through the air. So whenever you are going outside, you have to use the mask. और अगर पहले आप जाने से पहले अगर कोई COVID positive patient अगर sneeze करता है, so that virus is there in the air for some time being. So agar at that time if you are not wear a mask, then that may enter into your body. So that was the hypothesis. एक theory उन्होंने, एक proposal उन्होंने दिया था in front of WHO, and all these scientists are now working on that. And in this way they has given the importance of wearing mask. So this is the hypothesis. अब ये after the research, after the work, that hypothesis may be उसका आंसर yes आएगा या उसका आंसर no आएगा. But is it a firm? Is it a fix? Is it a fixed statement?
No, ma'am.
It is
No,
not
ma'am.
fixed.
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
because it is
ma'am.
only the proposal. ऐसा हो भी सकता है या नहीं भी हो सकता है. So this system is based on the hypothesis. and the empty speculations. But we do not have any hypothesis and we do not have any speculation. Our things are fixed. जो 1700 इसमें उन्होंने दी थे, जब है डिस्कवरी हुई थी इन द 1740 ऑफ होम्योपैथी, तब से लेके जो कार्डिनल प्रिंसिपल्स है, दे आर फिक्स बिकॉज दे आर नॉट हाइपोथेसिस. They are proved and they are well experienced by Dr. Hahnemann and other pioneers, and hence it is not a speculation. But the allopathy का जो है, they are empty speculations and they are hypothesis. किसके बारे में है ये? Concerning the internal essential nature of the vital processes and the mode in which diseases originate in the interior of organism. So उनकी जो theories है या उनकी जो hypothesis है, they are not firm. So किसके बारे में है वो? Regarding the vital processes and the mode in which disease originate, यानी disease होता कैसे है. So they are having the ever changing theories regarding the human body and the cause of the disease, or how the diseases originate inside the human body. So for that two things, they do not have any fixed theory. They are only having the proposals. Their theories are ever changing. Sometimes they are saying that use the cold water on the burn part, and sometimes they are saying that use the lukewarm water whenever your hand is burned. So their theories are changing. Previously they said that whenever the patient is having the fever, use the cold water. Nowadays they are saying that use the hot water. So in this way, for that vital process and for the origination of that disease, their theories are changing. Nor it is to attempt give countless explanation regarding the phenomena in diseases. So how the diseases is forming, they are giving the countless explanation. They do not have a fixed explanation. They do not have any fixed theory कि ये disease होता कैसे है and what is the proximate cause of the disease. ये सब के बारे में they are having only the proposal, they are only having the hypothesis and they are having the speculations. समझा यहाँ तक?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Regarding the vital processes and the origination of the disease in the interior of organism, they are only having the speculations. They do not have any fixed principle. Wrapped in a unintelligible words and inflated abstract mode of expression. So they are giving anything, any scientific word अगर layman को बोल दिया, so he will not able to understand and वो सिर्फ मुंडी हिला देगा कि ठीक है समझ गया. So in this way they are giving the abstract mode of expression whenever we ask them how the disease is originated. So their proximate cause of the disease is nothing but the microorganisms, that is bacteria, virus and parasites and all the pathogens. So that is their proximate cause. How they are enter into your body? If you ask the second question, they will say that they enter into your body through the respiration, through the mouth, through the skin, through the eye, through the ear. But why they are acting on our body? They do not have any explanation for that. They will give any abstract mode. They will सिर्फ आपको बातों में वो घुमा देंगे. They do not have, because they don't know कि how the diseases originate in the body. They only propose कि XYZ bacteria is responsible for this type of disease. But at the same time, we are having the reason why that disease is happening inside our body. The disease is caused inside our body, or the disease is originated because of the doctrine of vital force. If you know the doctrine of vital force, if you accept the doctrine of vital force, then you will able to see how the disease is caused. So disease is caused because of the derangement of vital force. That vital energy or that vital force when become less to your body, or when it is not able to work properly, that bacteria, that virus will get the opportunity to act on your body. Your immune power is less, and because of that they are acting, and hence you are having a disease. So disease is not because of that microorganism, but that microorganism is one of the factor which leads to the formation of disease. So what is the proximate cause? That is the derangement of vital force. So they are not accepting the doctrine of vital force, and hence they are not able to give the proper explanation of this origination of the disease. So this is the difference between the allopathy and the homeopathy regarding the cause of the disease. They say that the proximate cause of the disease is the microorganism, but we are saying that proximate cause of the disease is the derangement of vital force, and the ultimate cause is the microorganism. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
46 participants are there, but yes ma'am is only by 2 students. What about others?
ma'am.
Other participants, please reply.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the footnote. It is not completed, but I will give a short gist of this footnote. So the physician mission is to restore the sick person to the health, but at the same time that physician should have the fixed principle. He should use the pathy, which is having the fixed cardinal principle. He should not treat the patient with the empty speculations and hypotheses which are there in the allopathy. On the other hand, homeopathy is having the fixed principle. It do not have any proposal, it do not have any speculation, but the 7 cardinal principles which are helpful for the treatment of patient. Second thing is that we are very clear regarding the origination of the disease in the human being. We are very clear regarding the essential nature of vital processes, because we are accepting the doctrine of vital force. But in the allopathy, they are not ready to accept the doctrine of vital force, and hence they say that, or they are waste their talent and their time to find out the cause of the disease which is present ambiguously. So we cannot see that organism, microorganism which causes the disease, and they said that XYZ bacteria or XYZ virus is responsible for that type of disease, that is only the proximate cause. But we said that that microorganism will act on your body when when that vital force is deranged. That is the vital force means it is the energy which keep our body in a harmonious way. The vital force is present in our body, and that's why we are called it as a live human being. Otherwise will we be a cadaver या फिर डेड बॉडी जो होती है कि जिसमें लाइफ फोर्स नहीं है, वाइटल प्रिंसिपल नहीं है. सो व्हेन दैट वाइटल प्रिंसिपल और द वाइटल फोर्स इज डिरेंज, then there is the action of the organism, and then we are having the disease. So the proximate cause of the disease is the derangement of vital force, and the ultimate cause of the disease is the microorganism. But in the allopathy, as they are not accepting the theory of vital force, they say that microorganisms are the proximate cause, and the ultimate thing is the we have to treat that microorganism. But we said that we have to treat vital force. We have जो डिरेंज हो गया है, जो उसको ही अपने को रिफिल करना है, उसको ही अपने को रिस्टोर करना है, so that that patient will get the health again. So in this way, these are the 2 points we have discussed regarding their speculation and hypothesis. First one is their theories are ever changing, And second is that they are wasting their time to run behind the cause of the disease, as they are not accepting the doctrine of vital force. The mission of the physician is to only restore the health of that sick person. We have to be a physician who is skilled, who is using the medicinal knowledge scientifically. He should not do any duty. He should do the mission. He should not run behind the money. So if all these qualities are present, then only he is the physician. So in this way, we have completed the first aphorism and half of the footnote. Clear? Any problem?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
So,
No, ma'am.
okay. Aditya, those participants are present in both the sessions. Please write down on one page and post it on the common group. Those are absent in the second session, do not give attendance to them. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Or those are very new in the second session and previously they are absent in the first session, don't give attendance to them. Those participants were present in both the sessions, उनको ही आपको presently देनी है. Is that clear? Aditya? Okay. We will meet tomorrow. I will give the time. Okay.